Hey guys, welcome back to the Ghost Gabbers, where we talk about ghosts.
And hopefully two ghosts.
And today's tool talk is going to be on the
Rem Pods.
We've been waiting for this one for quite some time, financial-wise and for any other reason why.
Right.
But we're going to talk about not just the one that we currently have. We're also going to talk about some of the makeshift ones for ghost hunting on a budget.
Right.
And also the other ones that people can spend up to $500-$600 on.
Not us.
No.
So back in the day when we first wanted to do this, we did our research. Rem Pods are usually not very cheap, but you do want to get a quality one, like the second one we're going to show you. So what we started with was this guy right here. See a little black box, there's a wire sticking out of it, and it takes a 9-volt battery. What this is, and when you go into a convenience store and you walk in, the door hits this wire, makes it go ding ding, right? So the theory is the same as a Rem Pod, gotta have the energy touch it. So this is what this one does. I'm gonna touch the wire. Boom. So in theory, as an expensive Rem Pod, what did this cost us? $3 altogether or something like that?
Yeah, between $3 to $5 for the casing, the hardware, and the wiring itself.
Right, and the battery.
Yep.
So this...
Actually, I think the battery they gave us for free. Thanks to you guys.
Oh yeah, whoever you are. So this is the basic principle behind it. And like we said, if you're just starting off and you're on a budget, go ahead and try it. Now we're going to move over to this one, and I'm going to shift it over to this guy.
So with what we're dealing with here is this is Moonphase Paranormal. They actually create paranormal tools, and they're also created by paranormal enthusiasts. They go ghost hunting as well, and they feel that when they're out in the field, they want things that are going to try and generate the best evidence possible. So they created their own, and they had the same concept that we have, which is ghost hunting on a budget. They know the price of these things, and they said we can make these things at a fraction of the cost, and that's what they did. For $70, so, I got this.
It sounds like an infomercial all of a sudden. But
exactly. So within this Rem Pod here, it generates off of two main things. We're going to be dealing with electromagnetic energy and also physical touch. So in this particular case, we don't have anything electrical running right now, so we're not going to be able to try and test that area out.
Can we try this battery right here?
If it's live, we can try it. So we're just going to put the battery close to it, and there's no charge that's getting anywhere near it.
Okay.
It has to be running.
Right.
So we're just going to skip that part right now, but that's the other one.
Yeah.
So for this particular one, there is a base, and you have to find that sweet spot within the base without touching it. You can see how close you have to get in order to touch it. When you're interacting with the spirit world, you want to try and let it know if this is a brand new tool, they don't know what's going on. If they're afraid of it, if they're afraid of anything, you got to talk to them about it.
You want to direct them to direct their energy towards this device.
In the specific area you want to try and engage them to is right on the antenna. That's where most of the activity is going to be, and it's the most sensitive part of the entire unit. You can touch other places on, and it'll still trigger off. There are some spots that touching right now, it's not going off. Mm-hmm. So you know where the spots are not to touch. When you touch other spots, same thing. The side is a little bit more sensitive than the top. Closer to the antenna, even on the outside is a little bit more. Once you hit, you know that you have a spirit connection, and it's sitting right here.
Right,
you know
there.
where the location is at.
You saw you have to break that plane physically for us to set it off. What did that REM stand for again?
Radiating electromagnetism pod. So
Boom.
We had a hard time trying to figure out how to say this thing, and I had to look at my notes in order to make sure.
In one shot.
One shot, one kill. So within this pod right here, how it's generated, how it operates, the other REM pods that cost a little bit more, Moonphase Paranormal. You can check their website out. And again, thank you guys.
Highly recommend it.
This thing is amazing.
Quality product. Right.
The other REM pods that are out there, not knocking them down, not shooting them down, but it costs a little bit more.
At least double the price.
And there is one extra component that one has that Moonphase also has. Temperature gauge. So if there's a fluctuation where if a cold spot comes in, it will also trigger off the sensor. The Rem Pod, I believe it's called a Rem Pod Ultra. So it's one above this one. For what we want, this works perfectly fine.
Yeah,
so we can have these.
Don't necessarily need a temperature gauge in the field at all. Your body will let you know, and that's something that a lot of times is very easily debunked, depending on, especially if you're outside. I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
It's cold.
It's cold, yeah.
And right
cold
there.
spot.
I don't need a Rem Pod to tell me it's cold.
Right.
So as we're going through any of the investigations, if you can see right here, we're going to try and add in, while we were in the field, one of our investigations, we took the Rem Pod, and this thing would not be quiet.
So in this location, there was no visible electrical conduit at all. We were outside in a park, and we're going to add that on at the end. And once again, thank you for watching and subscribing.
If there's any other tools that you guys want to know about, we will do the research, and if finances or GoFundMe page for Ghost Hunting Tools. Go fund Ghost Gabbers.
Ooh, that might be coming.
it may be coming. If you guys want to see more tools, we have plenty that we want to talk about.
Or help us to go out into the field more.
Absolutely.
Gas is expensive.
We want to get out there. We want to use all the new tools. We've seen the things. We want to get engaged with those. We want to try and get all the information. We want to try and get all of the evidence possible to bring to you guys and let you guys know we are not alone in this world. So,
with that, stay tuned at the end of this. Like you said, we're going to put up a little snippet of this thing in the field.
Only about 10, maybe 5 to 10 seconds, just to show you how it gets active.
You will get the gist of it.
Yep. So on that note, I'm Joe.
I'm Jason.
We are the Ghost Gabbers, and we'll see you guys on the next Tool Talk.
Gabbers out.
A couple different cameras that are going on right now, but he has been going crazy. We also have a motion sensor here.
If that thing goes, then we're really going to freak out.
Oh, I'm going to love it. Okay, so we have an audio recorder.
Okay. I got one up there, so.
And I'm going to put one down here.
Of course, we're going to get cars going by. There's no.
Okay.